Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is C.R.Ash and this is my make it up as you go along modded playthrough in survival mode, and I'm already under attack. However, that seems to be over now. In the last episode the last couple of episodes we went to space to gather some resources. And I did say I was going to head back towards the planet, but there's a moon in orbit around this planet and I thought I'd investigate it before I return home. It is on the opposite side of the planet at the moment, and I want to stay outside the gravity well of the planet if I can. There's the GPS I made on the way into this planet. So as there's no orbiting in Space Engineers, I'm going to have to stay out of the gravity well and go around the planet, so I want to go higher. As of yet I cannot see the moon because the planet is in the way. But it's about to come above the horizon by the looks of it. It's quite a long way away, 263 kilometers. So I'm hoping there's a bit of wreckage floating down. So I'm hoping it's outside the planet's gravity field. At least that's what I'm hoping. If it is, it may be of some use to us. If not, well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That was a Horsefly Mark II that attacked us then. The corruption mod seems to be fairly active. I haven't seen any Reavers as of yet. And we appear to be clear at the moment. Put our nose up a bit and use the main engines. I'm saving the hydrogen for when I attempt to land on the planet again. There are a couple of asteroids I haven't visited around. Switch my dampers off a minute, save a bit of fuel. I know I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. There are times when Space Engineers, for all its faults, looks gorgeous. Now I need to stay outside the gravity well, so let's hope that I can. Why do you always get out of your seat with a jetpack on? Let's go and have a look, quick look. And enjoy the spectacle for a few minutes. As it's probably going to take me quite a while to reach the moon. Now there's a sight. Looks like there's some wreckage entering the atmosphere down there. See it twinkling? It's probably from that horsefly. Nothing in sight at the moment, which is good. I wonder if I can make a small jump. Assault frigate corvette, and it's closing fast. It's a Reaver one, so here we go again. Oh, I haven't got much in the way of ammunition left. So what's that? 381mm AT shells. Why am I not producing any? Iron? And platinum? I thought I had some. It says it's got 31 there. Good, you're producing now. It's passing behind me. Still closing. And I would really prefer to meet it with the main cannons facing it. But it's going to come in behind me by the looks of it. Let's accelerate a bit more. It's not really catching me very quick at the moment, so I'm hoping it's going to lose interest. It's starting to fall behind, right. I'm inside the gravity well. It is closing on us. Alright, time for a bit of hydrogen. Alright, I'm outside the gravity well again now. Switch hydrogen off. Has it been caught by the... It might have been caught by the planet's gravity well. See what happens. It's getting very close to it. If not, I'll roll the ship so the guns bear. Yeah, this has been caught on the gravity well of the planet by the looks of it. Let's do a jump. Cool. We're still 180 clicks out, but we're a lot closer to the moon now. So if I set up the jump drive to jump to the moon, jump again in a few minutes by the looks of it. Well, my guess would be that the moon is actually outside the gravity field, which would be good. Are we still climbing? Looks like we are, so let's take some of the speed off and we'll accelerate forward a bit more. This time just on the ion drives. Got 5 to 6 days worth of power left, which is good. To get to about 80, there we go, that'll do. Don't know what happened to the jump effect, and we're here. Am I? Let's stop a minute. We're fairly close to the moon, or relatively close. I must have misread the distance. That was lucky we didn't jump into the moon. Although the jump drivers are unable to jump into a gravity well, which is probably what saved us. Right, I need to top up with oxygen a minute. Something I'm going to have to do when we build the new... let me try and explain. I've decided, as we can now use the jetpack on the planet again, to return to the base. There's quite a few jobs I want to do there. I want to improve the solar farm, potentially using a script to align it with the sun so that it gives us maximum power throughout the day. The other thing I want to do, as it seems like a lot of the drones are flying above the base and out of our range, is to produce a drone defense platform which will sit and hover above the base, give us a bit more reach as far as the weapons are concerned. And then the Odyssey, don't get me wrong, has seen us through a lot of scrapes up to now. But it was a ship that was really designed for mining, as a mining platform, not a defense platform. And the quarters and the facilities for myself are minimal. There's only the one room, basically, the command room. So I would like to build another large block ship. The idea of this one is to make it a carrier stroke battleship. So it's going to be a fly-on fly-off system. It's a large block with enough defences to take care of itself and to return to space with confidence that I can match and beat anything that I come across, hopefully. So it's going to take a fair amount of resources to do that. Now there is the asteroid base we could return to, where we started to make a small block ship with a fly-on fly-off capability, and then we abandoned that because we discovered that the small blocks really aren't up to the tasks of defending from the Reavers and the corruption. But we could scrap it and use the parts. So the idea potentially originally was possibly to build the ship on this moon, have a moon base which we could transport to and from, but I think that would involve a lot of logistic building, so I'm tempted to build the new ship actually at the Alpha base, the planet base, which we really need to name. So if you've got any suggestions for the name for the base on the planet, please feel free to put them in the comments. Other than that, that's my immediate goal, so I mean that's going to take long enough. I'm probably going to have to produce an atmospheric version of this mining ship. I'm not very keen on the fact that the defence gun is pointing right at it. And it's not tethered down very well because it was done in a little bit of a hurry. And I'm not saying I'm going to scrap the Odyssey because we've been through too much together to do that, I think. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. I will return to the cockpit and we'll see about scouting out this moon, see if there's any valuable research. Kamikaze drone. Right, it's coming in. What I intend to do, switch the hydrogen on. Missed. Coming in behind, right. Well, we've arrived at the moon. Let's see if we can find somewhere a little bit flat to land. That crater up ahead looks interesting. Looks reasonably okayish, a little bit bumpy, but we'll have a look as we get closer. Right, picking up some dust now. Bring the nose up slightly. locked. We are locked. We're down. Silver, gold. Before I go anywhere, I want to top up my oxygen supply. How am I off for? I've got no bottles or anything on me. Right, let's go and sort that out first of all. So now I've got 13 clips. Okay, we seem to be about ready to go. Lights. Gold and silver over there. I want to walk on the moon's surface. Not very well locked on, but we're locked on. Gold and silver is all I've seen so far. Now there's a sight. Sunrise above the moon. And there's another sight, the planet, the ship, and the moon all in one shot. Nice. Right, where was this crater? It was over here, wasn't it? Platinum. Nickel. Where'd that platinum go? Damaged research vessel. We need assistance. Really? I've come across you before, and you say you need assistance, and then when you get close you get nasty. So I'm going to ignore the fact that our transport was attacked by the drones. We are barely operational, or we're barely operational. I'm more interested in the platinum. Where did that platinum go? Salvage drone. Where did they go? Must have despawned. Platinum. It's way underground. $130 meters straight down. Well, we know it's here now. Let's see if we can find anything else. Iron. Sat down that direct. that in many respects we'd be better off using the asteroids to mine, because it tends to be a lot more on the surface, rather than this seems to be quite deep. Cobalt. Let's make another GPS. Let's see if there's anywhere else we can just sit down for the time being and have a quick scout around, see what's here. This area looks a bit rough at the moment. How about inside this crater? That'll give us some sort of protection from the reavers and the corruption, but they don't seem to like the 0.25 gravity, so I think we're relatively safe at the moment. How about that? How about a bit further in? And we're down. But we're not locked. Apparently we are. At least on some of the gears anyway. There we go. Locked. Cool. And we're in the sunlight. Now can I use a platinum? No, I can use the ladder. Don't understand that. Oh, this looks bright. Whilst I'm here, I might have a quick go at some of that platinum. We've reached the platinum layer. Don't want to stand, thank you. I will come back and get some more, I think. Let's get what we've got back to the ship a minute. And there's some nickel over there as well. Seems to be up higher than the platinum. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to top up that oxygen bottle. I'm pretty close to the ship, so... Oh. Ice. Ah. Got lots of uranium to refine, so that's fine. But we've got no ice. Oops. I thought I picked some up on that asteroid. In which case we're down to the few bottles and what's in my suit and in the system, so I think it's time to return to the planet. Well, we've done a little bit of mining, a little bit of exploration on the moon, but oxygen is a definite requirement. So let's sort out my GPS points a minute. So we don't want that one showing up, we don't want the moon showing up, we want the ice lake and our home showing up. That should be over there. Right, okay. Strike Corvette. Let's get underway. Well, we haven't done much of a reconnoitre on this moon, but we've done a little bit. We found some materials. We know it's worth returning to. I think it'd have to be in a different vessel to the Odyssey. The Odyssey is a little bit unwieldy, but it's done it, and it's defensible, so we could upgrade that miner and come back and make real use of this planet. And there's our home. Right, so the plan now is to return back to our home base and upgrade the miner and do all the things we mentioned at the beginning of the episode. But that's all I've got time for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed. In the next episode we will return to our base. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon. Until then, take care. One last look around as we depart the moon.